God has made us all unique. There's something inside of you that is different from everyone in the world. Hi everyone, it is Kim. Welcome back to my channel, and as always, I am so glad you're here. And if you get a moment, please like and subscribe, because I will be back every Wednesday sharing tools and strategies on how to live the life that God has called you to live. And so today I want to talk about a topic that is a question in the minds of many people, many Americans all around the world. And that is, what's my purpose? What is my purpose? Or better yet, how do I discover my purpose? How do I know what I'm called to do? And so I want to talk about that today. I want to look at 3 ways that can help us discover our purpose. And one of those ways is really looking at our persona, our uniqueness. Who are you? What makes you different? When we're looking to discover the things that we're called to do, we want to start within ourselves and say, what makes me different? There can be people who are doing what you're called to do, doing what you're purposed to do, but they can't do it the way you can do it because they're not you. God has made us all unique. There's something inside of you that is different from everyone in the world. And when we connect with that uniqueness, we'll connect with our purpose. Many of you may remember in the 1980s, some of you rather, will remember when Oprah Winfrey first started her daytime TV show. When she first started, people in her circle was telling her, hey, I don't know if you can do this. I don't know if you should do this. Phil Donahue, he is dominating this space. He is the #1 talk show host. I don't know if you can beat him. And so when she started out, she started to do shows like he was doing it. She started to do topics the way he was doing it. And her numbers were not moving the way his numbers were. And then finally she said to herself, listen, I'm not going to beat Phil Donahue being Phil Donahue. If I'm going to beat Phil Donahue, I have to be Oprah Winfrey. I have to be myself. I have to be who I am. And she began to do shows that was connected to what she wanted, her passion, her uniqueness, her persona. And what happened? Her numbers skyrocketed. And she became the #1 talk show host, daytime talk show host for years. Why? Because she decided, hey, I'm not going to be a copycat. I'm going to be an original. I'm going to be me. And when we decide to say, hey, I want to be me, that's what the world wants. The world wants you. And so when you're looking at what's unique about me, whether it's cooking, whether it's teaching, whether it's dancing, whether there's something in you that is unique. And if you will explore it, it'll get you closer to your purpose. And so the second thing that I learned is I had to look at my passion, right? What are you passionate about? What is it that's something that gives you joy? What lights you up? What makes you smile? What is it that you love to do? Because where there's passion, you'll find purpose. Growing up, I always thought I wanted to be a police officer, right? I actually, ended up going into the police academy. And really the reason that I initially went in is because as a little girl, my father used to always call me police. And the reason why he always called me police is because I always told him everything that was going on in the household. I would run and tell my father, whether it's about my sister or my mother, I would tell him everything. And so he would always call me, hey, you're my little police. And so growing up, I wanted to be a police officer. And eventually I went into the police academy. And then one day while I was in the police academy in training, we went to court reporting training where they would teach you how to take the stand. You know, if ever you were called to court and you had to testify, they'll teach you how to testify. So we were in class one day. And as we were in class one day, one of the lieutenants ran into our training room and he said, "Turn on the TV now, turn on the TV now, turn on the TV now." And he began, and the instructor began to turn on the TV. And as we looked at the TV, we saw the Twin Towers just like collapse before our eyes. It was 9/11. It was the day when those planes hit the World Trade Center. I was in the academy at that time. And it was chaotic. And eventually they said, "Class is over. We have to mobilize. Training is over. We have to mobilize." I was like, training is over? And we had to go out there when people were running away from the smoke, from the danger. We had to run to it. And class was over. We were outside. We were in the streets. We were helping people. We had to be police officers at that time. Was I scared? Absolutely. But it was also the day that I realized it wasn't my passion. I didn't have the passion to be a police officer. It wasn't what I loved to do. I only wanted to do it because my father called me police. It wasn't me. It's a great career, but it wasn't me. And but when there was another time when I got the opportunity to teach and to speak and to train, then I became alive. Then I woke up. Then there was fire in me. There was passion in me. And I said, this is what I'm called to do. And the difference between the two is, one I didn't have passion for, the other I did. And so when you're looking at your purpose, begin to look in your life and say, what are the things that I'm passionate about? What are the things that I love to do? What are the things that I would do even if I wasn't getting paid for it? Would I still do it? Your persona, your passion, and finally, when you're looking at purpose, you have to look at your performance. What do you mean? What are the things that you are good at? Because let's get honest, let's be honest here. There are some things that we are passionate about that we are not good at. I know. We hate to say that, right? We hate to tell somebody you're not good at it, right? We hate to tell somebody, but it's true. There's some things that we love to do, but we're not good at it. I love to sing, but trust me, I am not a singer. I'm not good at singing. But I'm good at teaching, and I'm good at training. But I'm not a good singer. And it's okay. And so when you begin to look at the things that you're good at, it's an indication of what you're called to do. And sometimes you can even look back on years of your life. You can look back on some of the things that even as a child you were good at it. You know, you look at some of the performances that you had growing up. What are some of the things in your life as you were growing up that you had success in? That someone in your life said, hey, this was great. Hey, you did a great job here. Hey, you know what? No one can. I mean, it could be cooking. It could be whatever it is, singing and dancing, whatever it is. But whatever you're called to do, whatever your purpose is, you'll be uniquely designed for it. Your persona will match it. Your passion will line up with it. And your performance will also show that you're good at it. And so it takes some time. It takes some discovery, right? I really don't like to say how to find my passion. I guess I should say how to discover it, because it's already there. It's already in you. God is already, it's locked into you. And so what we have to do is just really discover what it is. And so as we discover what we're called to do, it would always be connected to these three things. Number one, your persona. Number two, your passion. And number three, your performance. And I'm going to leave with this. It's not my quote. I didn't say it. But I got it from Joyce Myers, wonderful woman of God. She said, in discovering your purpose, begin to be a blessing to people. Begin to be a blessing in other people's lives. Because as you go along blessing other people, she said, your purpose will not be far off. Because the design for every purpose is for us to be a blessing and to serve other people. I hope that is a help to you. This is Kim Latson. Always my pleasure. Again, God has purpose for you. Discover it. Be blessed, my friend.